Every nation requires armed forces to defend their country. In this video, we listed the top 50 armies. Let us begin. Number 50. Belarus. 45,500 active personnel serve the Belarusian army. They have the total number of 601 tanks and 207 aircraft. Number 49. Chile. 80,000 active personnel serve the Chilean army. They have the total number of 270 tanks, 285 aircraft, and 69 warships. Number 48. Philippines. 125,000 active personnel serve the Filipino army. They have the total number of 4 tanks, 179 aircraft, and 103 warships. Number 47. Peru. 90,000 active personnel serve the Peruvian army. They have the total number of 140 tanks, 239 aircraft, and 60 warships. Number 46. Mexico. 275,000 active personnel serve the Mexican army. They have the total number of 475 aircraft and 189 warships. Number 45. Bangladesh. 204,000 active personnel serve the Bangladeshi army. They have the total number of 620 tanks, 178 aircraft, and 112 warships. Number 44. Malaysia. 110,000 active personnel serve the Malaysian army. They have the total number of 48 tanks, 147 aircraft, and 61 warships. Number 43. Venezuela. 345,000 active personnel serve the Venezuelan army. They have the total number of 350 tanks, 262 aircraft, and 49 warships. Number 42. Argentina. 84,000 active personnel serve the Argentine army. They have the total number of 349 tanks, 218 aircraft, and 49 warships. Number 41. Romania. 70,000 active personnel serve the Romanian army. They have the total number of 675 tanks, 145 aircraft, and 48 warships. Number 40. Singapore. 72,500 active personnel serve the Singaporean army. They have the total number of 170 tanks, 237 aircraft, and 40 warships. Number 39. Colombia. 300,000 active personnel serve the Colombian army. They have the total number of 456 aircraft and 453 warships. Number 38. Myanmar. 405,000 active personnel serve the Myanmarese army. They have the total number of 595 tanks, 287 aircraft, and 187 warships. Number 37. The Netherlands. 35,500 active personnel serve the Dutch army. They have the total number of 18 tanks, 165 aircraft, and 63 warships. Number 36. United Arab Emirates. 65,000 active personnel serve the Emirati army. They have the total number of 403 tanks, 552 aircraft, and 75 warships. Number 35. Nigeria. 120,000 active personnel serve the Nigerian army. They have the total number of 355 tanks, 125 aircraft, and 75 warships. Number 34. Czechia. 25,000 active personnel serve the Czech army. They have the total number of 160 tanks and 90 aircraft. Number 33. Norway. 24,000 active personnel serve the Norwegian army. They have the total number of 36 tanks, 156 aircraft, and 62 warships. Number 32. South Africa. 65,500 active personnel serve the South African army. They have the total number of 195 tanks, 221 aircraft, and 30 warships. Number 31. Sweden. 30,000 active personnel serve the Swedish army. They have the total number of 120 tanks, 204 aircraft, and 63 warships. Number 30. Switzerland. 21,000 active personnel serve the Swiss army. They have the total number of 134 tanks and 160 aircraft. Number 29. Greece. 200,000 active personnel serve the Greek army. They have the total number of 1,344 tanks, 625 aircraft, and 116 warships. Number 28. North Korea. 1.3 million active personnel serve the North Korean army. They have the total number of 6,145 tanks, 946 aircraft, and 492 warships. Number 27. Algeria. 130,000 active personnel serve the Algerian army. They have the total number of 2,024 tanks, 551 aircraft, and 201 warships. Number 26. Thailand. 361,000 active personnel serve the Thai army. They have the total number of 840 tanks, 587 aircraft, and 292 warships. Number 25. Ukraine. 255,000 active personnel serve the Ukrainian army. They have the total number of 2,430 tanks, 285 aircraft, and 25 warships. Number 24. Vietnam. 485,000 active personnel serve the Vietnamese army. They have the total number of 2,155 tanks, 247 aircraft, and 65 warships. Number 23. Poland. 120,000 active personnel serve the Polish army. They have the total number of 863 tanks, 469 aircraft, and 87 warships. Number 22. Taiwan. 165,000 active personnel serve the Taiwanese army. They have the total number of 1,160 tanks, 739 aircraft, and 117 warships. Number 21. Canada. 72,000 active personnel serve the Canadian army. They have the total number of 82 tanks, 377 aircraft, and 64 warships. Number 20. Israel. 170,000 active personnel serve the Israeli army. They have the total number of 1,650 tanks, 595 aircraft, and 65 warships. Number 19. Australia. 60,000 active personnel serve the Australian Army. They have the total number of 59 tanks, 425 aircraft, and 48 warships. Number 18. Spain. 125,000 active personnel serve the Spanish Army. They have the total number of 327 tanks, 519 aircraft, and 77 warships. Number 17. Saudi Arabia. 480,000 active personnel serve the Saudi Arabian Army. They have the total number of 1,062 tanks, 889 aircraft, and 55 warships. Number 16. Indonesia. 400,000 active personnel serve the Indonesian Army. They have the total number of 332 tanks, 458 aircraft, and 282 warships. Number 15. Germany. 185,000 active personnel serve the German Army. They have the total number of 244 tanks, 701 aircraft, and 80 warships. Number 14. Iran. 525,000 active personnel serve the Iranian Army. They have the total number of 3,709 tanks, 516 aircraft, and 398 warships. Number 13. Egypt. 450,000 active personnel serve the Egyptian Army. They have the total number of 3,735 tanks, 1,053 aircraft, and 316 warships. Number 12. Italy. 175,000 active personnel serve the Italian Army. They have the total number of 200 tanks, 876 aircraft, and 249 warships. Number 11. Turkey. 355,000 active personnel serve the Turkish Army. They have the total number of 3,045 tanks, 1,056 aircraft, and 149 warships. Number 10. Pakistan. 654,000 active personnel serve the Pakistani Army. They have the total number of 2,680 tanks, 1,364 aircraft, and 100 warships. Number 9. Brazil. 334,500 active personnel serve the Brazilian Army. They have the total number of 439 tanks, 676 aircraft, and 112 warships. Number 8. United Kingdom. 195,000 active personnel serve the British Army. They have the total number of 109 tanks, 738 aircraft, and 88 warships. Number 7. France. 270,000 active personnel serve the French Army. They have the total number of 406 tanks, 1,057 aircraft, and 180 warships. Number 6. South Korea. 600,000 active personnel serve the South Korean Army. They have the total number of 2,600 tanks, 1,585 aircraft, and 234 warships. Number 5. Japan. 250,000 active personnel serve the Japanese army. They have the total number of 1,004 tanks, 1,480 aircraft, and 155 warships. Number 4. India. 1,445,000 active personnel serve the Indian Army. They have the total number of 4,730 tanks, 2,119 aircraft, and 285 warships. Number 3. China. 2,185,000 active personnel serve the Chinese Army. They have the total number of 4,750 tanks, 3,260 aircraft, and 777 warships. Number 2. Russia. 1,014,000 active personnel serve the Russian Army. They have the total number of 13,000 tanks, 4,144 aircraft, and 603 warships. Number 1. USA. 1.4 million active personnel serve the US Army. They have the total number of 6,100 tanks, 13,232 aircraft, and 490 warships. This is the end of our video. If you enjoy this kind of military content, don't forget to subscribe to VSB Defense. See you on the next video.